Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Newmarket Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 15th of April 2021. Going to look at almost all the races, or shall we say stakes races on the program, or some of the races on the program from Newmarket. But before we get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Get 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Like I said, we'll be looking at some of the races on the program today. We won't be looking at the 115 though, the 225 and the 410. So those races you could scratch off because we're not looking at those. So we will be looking at. God, I'm a little tongue-tied today. Last 2 days, I've been so good lately. But we'll be looking at the 150. We'll be looking at the 3 o'clock, the 3:35, and the 4:45. Did you get that? Let's get to it right now. The second race, the 150, which is the each-way extra at Bet365 handicaps. Class 2 handicap going for a purse $27,500. Race for 3-year-olds only. Horses rated 81 to 100. 10 horses are going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the turf course. We're going to take the 2-horse Jumbie as a top selection. We'll go 296. And the Tri-Cash Trifecta, 296 Tri-Cash Trifecta, top selection 2-horse Jumbie, 3-year-old colt by New Bay. Charlie Bishop's on this one for Reeve Houghton. The horse is most recent Anakin the 18th of September at Newbury, 1 mile in Class 2 conditions race, and the horse finished third by 1.5 lengths there. And he closed up well. He was staying the trip well. I didn't think it was a half bad race with a quick 6 furlongs, hopefully, come from a little bit behind. I think the race could sit up for him, and I think he's sitting on a very good run, cutting back in trip. 2 back, the horse ran the 15th of August at Newbury, yielding ground, 7 furlongs on enlisted stakes, and he finished 4th by 2 lengths. Again, he never weakened out of it, but never quickened up, but it is hard to gain ground on that wet ground. And then prior to that, the 11th of July at Ascot, quite good ground, 7 furlongs in a Class 5 novice selection, winning by 1.5 lengths. He had a great turn of foot, quickened up nicely on the front end, an all-around good race. He's been improving a lot, coming here back to 6. Like I said, I think the race could suit up for him. At 10 to 1, we'll use him. You can't throw out the 9-horse, Sir Benedict. David Egan's on this one. His races last season, weren't half bad at all, especially towards the end of the season. Going to firmer ground, 10 to 1, we'll give him a shot in the place pot. But to recap my selection for the second, the 150 from Newmarket, let's take the 2-horse Jumbie, give kudos to the 9-horse, St. Benedict. We'll go 296 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta, 29 in the place pot. The co-featured 4th race now, the 3 o'clock from Newmarket. It is the Group 3 Abernant Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $61,500. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have 7 horses going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the Newmarket Roley Mile Turf Course. We're going to take the 4-horse here, Shine So Bright. We'll go 413 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 413 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection, my best of the day, is going to be the 4-horse Shine So Bright. 5-year-old horse by Wace's Dream. Sylvester D'Souza is on this one for Andrew Balding. The horse's most recent Anakin the 17th of March at Linkfield, 7 furlongs on the poly track in a Class 2 handicap, and he finished second by a head. It was the horse's first start since November. He needed the race. They also, I don't think we're trying him that day. He really just never quickened up. It wasn't the day to win. Back to turf. A step up in class. I think he's in a realistic spot to win. He's run some decent races last year, and I think his form is going to be on the up and up. 2 back, he ran the 21st November at Linkfield, 7 furlongs on a Class 3 conditions race, finished second by a 3/4 length, and he just couldn't get there late. The winner just ran the better step than him late, but he still ran decently there. And then prior to that, in Class 2 conditions at Chelmsford, 6 furlongs, September the 26th, he finished second by half length. As 91 cents of the dollar, he just couldn't catch the winner, who just again had the jump on him, but he still ran decently there. And then his most recent grass event came at Doncaster in the Group 2 Park Stakes over the 7 furlongs. Finished 6 by 6 3/4 lengths. The extra furlong got to him, kind of hit the wall there on the at Doncaster. And then before that, in the Hackwood at Newbury, 6 furlongs. He finished third by 2.5 lengths. Again, he just couldn't keep up late. The winner is a very good horse, Tabid, and the second place finisher, the Timad, won the British Champion Sprint Stakes quite a few times and is a decent Group 1 quality horse. So we got beat by some decent horses there. Not as tough as these horses today. Stepping down in class. With a good 6 furlong trip, second off the bench, I think he's very loaded. Let's use him as my best bet of the day. So to recap my selection for the 3 o'clock, the 4th race from Newmarket, it's the Group 3 Abernant Stakes. Let's take the 4-horse Shine So Bright. 413 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. The 5th race, the 3:35 from Newmarket, it is the featured Group 3 Craven Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse $61,500. Races for 3-year-olds here. Field of 10 horses going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. We're going to take here as a top selection the number 6 horse, Master of the Seas. We'll go 652 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 652 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection of 6 horse, Master of the Seas, is 3-year-old colt by DeBowie. Goodell Fandone, Charlie Appleby trains, William Buick picks to mount up. The horse's most recent ad came 25th of February at Maidan, 1 mile in a listed stakes, and the horse finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. Naval Crown, who won that day, really had the jump on him. This horse, second off the first off the bench, he needed the race, really never got going. Coming here, second off the bench, mile trip, very fast ground again. I think he's sitting on a very good run. Two back here in the Group 1, Vincent O'Brien National Stakes, Takura, 7 furlongs, September 13th. Off the 2-month refreshing, he finished fourth by 2 lengths, and he just couldn't get there late, but he ran okay. I've seen worse races. Maybe if drawn a little bit better, he could have got something going, but yeah, it wasn't so bad there. And then prior to that, in the Group 2 Superlative here at Newmarket, 7 furlongs on the 11th of July, winning by 3 lengths. He just stalked, he got the lead and kept going. A very easy run, never getting to the bottom of the horse. And then prior to that, in the Class 5 Novice in Newmarket, 7 furlongs in June, winning by 3/4 length. Again, he won for fun there. A very good debut. Back to the mile trip, second off the bench, 2-1 Let's Use Him. Don't throw out the other Godolphin, the 5-horse La Barossa. James Doyle's on this one. Most recently in France, Saint-Cloud over the mile in October in the Group 1 Criterium International. He ran a little bit of a disappointing fifth on the very wet ground, but coming back to firmer ground, I think if he runs like the race like the Tassel Stakes, he could win this race. 9-2. We'll use him in the place pot. But to recap my selection for the 335, the fifth race from Newmarket, to group through Craven Stakes, let's take the 6-horse Master of the Seas. We'll give kudos to the 5-horse La Barossa, 6-5-2, Tri-Cash Trifecta, 6-5 in the place pot. This 7th race now, so we're going to skip over the 6th race to 410, because that's a very tough 3-year-old race. Exciting race to watch, but the handicap, it's a head scratcher, so we'll skip over the 6th race and head over to race 7, the 445, the nightcap of the Craven meeting. It is the Bet Builder at Bet 365 handicap. Class 4 handicap going for purse $15,500. Race for 3-year-olds only. Horse race 66 to 85. A dozen horses are going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. We're going to take here as a top selection the number 3 row force. We'll go 391 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 391 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection 3-horse row force. This 3-year-old colt here gets Mitchell up in the saddle for Tom Clover. The horse is most recent Anakin, 12th of March at Lanefield. 1 mile in Class 5 novice, and the horse finished second by 3/4 length. Drawn a little bit too wide, had a little bit of a high weight. He really just could never get going. The winner just had a little bit of a better weight and better trip than him. Coming back here to turf for the first time, drawn on the stand side, which I like on the Rolly Mile. I think he's sitting on a very good run. Also, some forward to the pace should suit him well. Two back here in mid-February at Kempton, 7 furlongs in a Class 5 main race, and he finally broke the main by 2 3/4 lengths, and he was drawn stupidly wide that day, but he got over well, he quickened up a lot, and never really got to the bottom of the horse. That was a very good main victory there. And then prior to that, Chelmsford, 7 furlongs at the end of January in Class 5 novice, he finished second by a half length, and he just really could never get going. He's really improved with all the races. Coming here to the mile, let's draw on the stand side at 8-1, I think he's loaded, along with the 9-horse here, Melody of Life. Sylvester de Sousa's on this one for Andrew Balding. Hasn't been seen since early January, where this horse won for fun in a novice race at Kempton over the 7 furlongs, and before that, with every single race, was definitely proving a lot from his beginnings 6 weeks prior at Kempton. With every single, like I said, every single race he's been getting better. Drawn again on the stand side, 7-1. We'll give him a shot in this wide open nightcap. So to recap my selection for the 445, the 7th race from Newmarket, let's take the 3-horse Row Force. Give kudos to the 9-horse Melody of Life. 391 Tri-Cash Trifecta. 3-9 in the place pot. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.